Good morning, good morning. Another one of my favorite Bible verses is Genesis 18 and 14. Is there anything too hard for God? And the backstory to this is when God had told Abraham that he was going to bless him and Sarah with a son. And Sarah chuckled, she laughed, she said, I'm too old to have a son. Abraham asked her, is there anything too hard for God? And I'm going to ask you today, is there anything too hard for God? And I'm going to try not to hold y'all long. I want to give y'all a little backstory and share a little bit. You could say it as a poem or whatever. But I remember when is the name of the title. If I had to get, I remember when. I remember when I was a drunk. I remember when I was a whore. I remember when I was a woman of harlot. I remember when I was a deceiver. I remember when I was a liar. I remember when I was a cheater. I remember when I was broken. I remember when I was depressed. I remember when I was down and out. I remember when I almost died. But through that all, God still brought me out. And I wanted to share that with you to let you know that there is nothing, no situation, no circumstance, no nothing is too hard for God. Whatever you are facing today, I just want you to know that I want you to ask yourself that question. Is this situation too hard for God? Is this what I have going on too hard for God? Nothing is too hard for God. You can make it. If you've been broken, God is a healer. Come on now. If you sick, if you're broken, whatever it is, God is a healer. He's a provider. He's a protector. There's nothing too hard for God. Sometimes we'll sit there and we'll think that these things will overtake us and overwhelm us. And we'll just say, God, this is too hard. But see, nothing is too hard for God. But in order for that to be carried out, we have to do what? We have to give it to God. Hand over that situation. Hand over that circumstance. Hand over that brokenness. Come on now, hand it over to God because there is nothing too hard for him. You are sitting here today looking at somebody that's supposed to be dead. I just shared this with my brother. I'm supposed to be out there at Good Hope Cemetery next to my mama. And here lies Candace Elizabeth Brown, born June 20th, 1984, and have a date on it. I'm supposed to be dead, y'all. I am one of the statistics that's supposed to be dead. And I know I'm talking to the statistics, okay? I'm talking to the statistic people, that people done counted you out, that people said you wasn't going to be nothing, that people said you wasn't going to make it, that people said you wasn't going to prosper, that people said you ain't nothing because your dad and your mom ain't never been nothing, so you going to be just like them. Those are the people I'm talking to today. I'm a statistic, okay? I am a living statistic that there is nothing too hard for God. I'm supposed to be in the grave. There are so many people counting me out. People told me you weren't going to never be nothing. People said you weren't going to do this and you weren't going to do that. And people are still talking today. But you think I care about what people say? No, because I know that there is nothing too hard for God. And I want you to take this word with you today. Don't you sit there and be like Sarah. Don't you doubt God and laugh and say, well, God, I don't know. No. There is nothing too hard for God. I don't care what it is. Take it to him and trust him and believe him and watch him work. Let me tell you something. I'm supposed to be dead. And I know I'm talking to the folks that's supposed to be dead. We supposed to be dead out here. And you may be feeling down and out as you watching this video. You may be crying. You may be feeling like, Lord, I don't think I'm going to make it. But you can make it. And you will make it. Okay, because there is nothing, absolutely nothing too hard for God. Y'all be blessed and be encouraged.